Okay, you're reading question 7. Make sure you do have a read of it. You want to find x. Once again, we see that we've got a right angle triangle here, so like the other questions, we're looking to see, can we either find this length or this one? Now, I believe it's the one up the top that is going to be our best bet to put our money on, finding that one. So we're going to try and find y. Now, this is a non-right angle triangle that we've got. I straight away can see up here, this whole thing has to be 90 degrees. So if that's 50, remember that's called the angle of depression. If that's 50, then this must be 40, because it has to add up to be 90 degrees. And I rejoice just a little bit, because I've now got an angle opposite the length that I want. Go sine rule. But we need a little bit more. Now I've got this length, right? I've got this length, but that would mean I would need this angle. And do I have that yet? Well, we're pretty close. Again, this is 90 degrees here. So 90 take 22. That becomes 68. Right? How does that help us find the missing angle? Can you put it down? That's right. It's going to be 180 degrees. Take 40, take 68. So that's going to now be 72. Probably helpful to write down what you are thinking, just in case you make a little mistake. Okay, and maybe you put 82 instead of 72 because you're doing it in your head. So write it down, and then the marker gets to see what's going on there. Okay, again, you've got the building, you've got lots of arrows that I've put on there, so it takes just a few moments to simplify this. That's 72. That's the 150, that's 40 degrees, and that's the y that I want. Right, so away we go. I'm feeling, oh, let's go yellow. So that's going to be y over sine 40 equals 150. We should be pretty confident with this by now, so maybe stop the video and see if you can finish it off, finish the question without looking, and then fast forward. Okay, so pause the video, and then I'll put the answers up. So if you've unpaused because you were stuck, same bizzo, get rid of the divide by sine 40, times by sine 40. Go to the calc, 150 over sine 72 times sine 40. Oops, didn't put my times in there, as we'll have a bit of a conniption. So 101.38. 101.38. Okay, that's this length up here. 101.38. Sorry about the yellow, you might not be able to see it easily. And again, we've got opposite over hypotenuse. So if I'm writing my rule down, sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. My theta is the 22, so it's sine 22. The opposite is the thing that I want, so that's x. And the hypotenuse of the answer we just found. Right, remember here, opposite. This is the hypotenuse, all good. And therefore x, we're going to multiply that out. And as we said before, that answer is still in my calculator, so I can now just go times, it takes that answer, times sine 22. We get 37.98. So 2 steps to that question. Is that done? Now for B, how far from the building is this tree? So now we want this length here. Now I've used x, I've used y, so use another letter. Maybe you can call that z. Yes, that's how I do my z's. I would stick with what we had here. So now this is my angle. This is now the adjacent. So I've now got adjacent over hypotenuse. So we're going to use cos. You could have used Pythagoras going backwards, but that's a little bit too much effort. So I'll leave that for you. I'm confident you can do it.